Welcome to Take Two, the podcast with the Rock 95 morning crew. I'm Craig, Brian, and MJ. On the first week of back to school.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah. Nerve-wracking, too, for some.
Absolutely.
My wife, she says it every year. She said to me, every year when I was in school at this time, I didn't sleep at night. She would stay up all night, kind of like a Christmas thing where she would anticipate what's going on the next day, but she was more nervous, right?
Yeah, that's a tough comparison.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. It's certainly not Christmas. But I don't remember ever having that anxiety when it comes to school. Like, I didn't love school, but I wasn't nervous.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you went to a new school, that would definitely do it, right?
And that's what my son did, yeah.
Yeah, and if you moved away, that would have been a big thing, so you don't have any of your friends. But then, of course, high school. That's a huge one.
Yeah.
Grade 8 going into grade 9, you don't know what to expect.
He slept well. He woke up for the final hour, and then he couldn't get back to sleep. So he woke up a little earlier than he should have. So he was fine otherwise, and he had a great day. Mm-hmm. Like, he went to a new school, being in high school. He was with his buddies. They hung out after school for a few hours.
Oh, great.
He did everything. He said he liked the majority of his teachers, and
The majority. He had 4.
I gotta say, you always like the majority of your teachers on the first day.
I would hope
Getting
the
to
first
know
day
you.
they win you over.
well, no, that's not always true. I remember we had one teacher that made it clear that they were mean, and they were like, "Yeah, people say I'm the meanest teacher in the school, and they're right." And I'm like, "Okay,
Okay.
here we
And
go."
was he?
Yeah, she was pretty mean.
It was pretty
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, but your kids did all right?
Yeah, they did okay.
Yeah.
My son, who is in 8th grade, so it's his final day in final year in
See,
elementary
no stress
school.
for that year. Going in, king of the cast.
That's
That's
right.
what I told him, because he's like,
Come on.
school. I'm like, dude, you're just like Walt Sin.
You
You're
own the
guy.
place.
Exactly.
He's
It
so
should be easy
over
for
it.
you.
Yeah.
And he's like, there was between 2 teachers that he wanted, and he got one of them, which was great. And my daughter is just like, Little Miss like gung ho, my friends, I love everybody, everything's great.
Yeah.
My son's more like me in the sense of like
Yeah.
school.
Sure.
My son, going into grade 9, I did show him a couple scenes from Dazed and Confused.
Nice,
and,
prepare him.
it said,
Good
this,
man.
this is what used to happen.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of initiation going on?
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's against the rules these days.
Oh, yeah.
So, you don't get hit with the soul pole and
No, and I mean we had uniforms for school, so it was a popular one that's not too extreme as ripping the pocket off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the parents paid for that.
And then
Yeah.
and then is that allowed to not have a pocket on your uniform? I would think if you had a uniform.
No, then it's a uniform infraction.
and what happens there?
Then you have to get kicked out of class if you have one of those jerk
But do
teachers.
the teachers not know
Seriously.
that somebody did it to them?
Yeah, they don't care.
So you're getting picked on for have been
Yes.
bullied.
Yeah.
You're being picked on by the teacher because some other kid
Wow.
bullied. Yeah,
And you never had
that's
uniforms?
rude. No,
Neither did
I would
I.
have liked to because I was incredibly.
Give me your pocket. That was the thing, but it's not too violent. Maybe it's considered a little violent, but you know what I mean? It's not too extreme.
Right.
So, that wouldn't surprise me if that still exists.
Yeah.
That
Well,
you ripped a pocket off.
I got held down and sprayed something
Well, that's
on my
not
chest.
happening.
No, that's
Yeah, exactly. And I have no idea what was sprayed on me. I would say
Craig.
it looked like a yellow substance. Now,
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You got held down on school property.
I was walking down the hall, and one guy grabbed me, pinned me up against the locker. Another guy came out of nowhere, grabbed this bottle, and they squirted it all up and down my chest, and then they ran away like a thief in the night. And that was my initiation. And I I was kind of like, George McFly on Back to the Future. You guys got me again.
That's crazy.
So, but I heard about some nightmare stories in the school that I was at, which wasn't exactly the nicest school, including stories of like one guy getting thrown right into the trophy case. So, you know what I mean?
Into the glass trophy.
Yeah.
That is wild. I heard stories about pushing the penny.
Yes.
I never
across-
saw anybody
Wait a
do
minute.
that.
No.
What?
Push the penny with your nose,
Yeah, across the hall. Yeah.
and or outside. We had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My
what was
my
the rumor.
brother,
Scrape your nose up.
my brother. I remember him telling me, and this isn't a big deal, but they used to make the heavy metal guys wear Michael Jackson T-shirts. Throughout the day. So, can I push the penny, please? More coming up as we talk about the first day of school on Take Two. It's on the way. Welcome back to Take Two with the Rock 95 Morning Crew. Talking about the first day of school. Where was the hangout spot for you guys?
Oh, there was 2 in my high school. There was one indoors, and it was literally called the Pit. It was
The
a part
Pit.
of the school. Yeah,
You
it
had
was
a
literally
nickname.
called the Pit.
The Peach Pit?
The
Like on
Peach
90210?
Pit. That's right.
Not quite.
So it was indoors, and there was it was literally a pit in the middle of the hallway, and that's where you hung out. Or
In the middle of the hallway?
Well, it was like
Trying to envision
by the atrium. It was actually really cool.
By
It's
the
where, like,
atrium.
all the-
Kind of
yeah.
like the main foyer.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
Right, but
go.
except it like dipped, and it was literally a pit.
Right.
And then there was the smoking doors.
The
So you go
smoking
through the
section.
smoking doors. That's right. And it was just, close enough away from the school, but it was towards the rec center.
Yeah.
So we shared the property. So
That's
as
how the
long as you're on
students used to
school
describe it as
property.
a close enough away. It's away, but it's
Far
close
enough away,
enough.
but close to the
okay.
rec center. Yeah. And that's where I hung out. Not that I was necessarily much of a smoker, but
You enjoyed smelling like smoke.
exactly.
So that when you walked in, people thought you were a smoker,
thought I was
yet
cool.
you weren't. All right.
Exactly.
Sure, the teachers love that too.
It was the 90s. The teachers were there too.
Yeah, my son.
Smoking it up,
my
yeah.
son said that too because I was telling him about smoking sections and says we don't have a smoking section. He goes, you guys lived in another time. We're like, oh wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you guys have a vaping section?
Yeah, that's
Right,
it.
which I would consider the same thing.
It would matter. Yeah, it
You
would be
know.
the same thing. Did you have a smoking section?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Where was it?
It was across the street from the school.
So it's not really a smoking section. They just
close
want you
enough
off
to
the
far
property.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was as close as you could get to the school being off the property.
Yeah.
Yeah, just across the street there.
I think that's where
Right.
but it's not a designated smoking
Yes,
section.
it
The
is.
school,
Definitely
the
is.
school said you got to smoke off property.
Right.
So you can go anywhere you want.
But
off
that's
property.
where everybody hangs out.
But that's where everybody hangs out.
Yeah, that's where they would sell the marijuana.
You know what?
So that was it.
Now that I'm thinking about it from a mother's perspective, the school was very close. So the smoking area that we had was right by the recreation center. And people were coming in there with their children, and I never even thought about it till now. We're just like a bunch of high schoolers. This is what's waiting for you.
Who went to the roughest high school, do you think, out of the three of us?
Sounds like you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Brampton, right? So
That's
we were
right.
we were ruffians. Like we had a lot of violence. I think they have metal detectors up where my school is right
That's
now.
certainly
Oh,
rough.
that's intense.
I remember somebody getting their hair caught on fire in school. That was the most vicious.
Was it
incident.
an accident?
No.
That's insane.
Well, it was kind of an accident, but it wasn't an accident. So the guy, he was, kind of sitting in, it was shop class, and a guy behind him, a smoker, was playing with his lighter.
Lighter, yeah.
And sure enough, this guy had enough hair product to
It's
it
like
was
a
the
bus.
80s, right?
What a typical teenager thing, too, to go, well, I didn't mean for that to happen. Right? I thought it would just be a little.
Yeah, and
Just a little spark.
It's not funny because it could have really caused some serious damage, but his hair ignited, right?
Oh,
and just
no.
went whoosh, like apparently like poof, like a flash.
Did he have long hair before?
He had long hair.
So he went from like Metallica with the long hair to suddenly the really short
No,
hair?
he had long hair, but it was singed.
Right. And that smell.
And that smelled, and
sticks
he
around.
stunk
was the
for
guy.
a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was
Burnt hair.
Burnt hair.
And then you got MJ down there. It smelled like cigarettes.
Just for fun.
It's the 80s and 90s.
Listen to Craig, Brian, and MJ, the Rock 95 Morning Crew on Barry's Rock Station, Rock 95.